I was a snail with a need for speed. Ever since I was a tiny snail, I felt different. While others were content with their slow pace, I always felt an urge to move faster. All the other snails like to take things slow. They would spend hours just lounging on leaves and basking in the sun. But not me. I dreamt of going fast. I would often imagine myself zooming past the other snails, feeling the wind on my shell.
Zippy lived in Mossy Meadow. It was a lush green place filled with tall grass and colourful flowers. It was a nice place for a snail, but Zippy found it a bit boring. He longed for adventure. The same routine every day made him restless. He wanted to see the world. The vast landscapes and the unknown territories called out to him. Zippy knew there was more out there. He often wondered what lay beyond the familiar confines of Mossy Meadow. He just had to find it. The thought of new adventures filled him with excitement.
One day, I saw something amazing. It was a car. I had never seen anything move so quickly. It zoomed past Mossy Meadow. The speed was incredible and it left me in awe. It was the fastest thing I had ever seen. The way it moved, it was like a dream come true. Wow, imagine going that fast. From that moment, I had one goal. I wanted to experience that speed for myself. I wanted to feel the rush and the thrill of moving at such a pace. I wanted to experience that speed for myself. And I knew somehow I would find a way to make it happen.
Zippy, don't do it. It's too risky. Cars are fast. You could get hurt. Think about what you're doing. The road is no place for a snail.
I have to try, Sheldon. It's my dream. I've always wanted to know what it's like to go fast, to feel the wind rushing past me. I can't let fear hold me back.
Zippy's best friend was a snail named Sheldon. They had known each other since they were tiny hatchlings, always exploring Mossy Meadow together. Sheldon was cautious. He liked to stay in Mossy Meadow, where it was safe and familiar. He never understood Zippy's fascination with speed. He thought Zippy's need for speed was dangerous. He worried constantly about his friend's safety, but Zippy was determined. He had to see what it was like to go fast. The thrill of the unknown called to him. He knew it was dangerous, but he had to try. The road was a challenge he couldn't ignore.
This is it. This is my chance. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. I can't turn back now.
Zippy took a deep breath. He could feel his heart pounding in his tiny chest. He slowly inched his way to the edge of Mossy Meadow. Every movement was deliberate, every step a testament to his resolve. He was getting close to the lane where the cars zoomed by. The noise was deafening, but Zippy was undeterred. He was ready to face his biggest challenge yet.
Whoosh!
A car zoomed past. Zippy felt a rush of air. He was caught in the car's slipstream.
This is amazing.
Zippy opened his eyes. He was moving so fast. The world was a blur of colors and sounds. He was on an adventure, and he was loving every minute of it.
First, I landed on a leaf floating in a puddle. It became my boat. The leaf was green and sturdy, perfect for my tiny size. I felt the gentle ripples of the water beneath me, and it was like being on a grand ship. The puddle seemed vast, like an ocean to me. I was ready for my first adventure of the day. I sailed across the puddle. I called it my Leafboat Odyssey. I felt like a brave explorer, charting unknown waters. The wind gently pushed my leafboat, and I imagined myself as a captain steering through the waves. Every little ripple felt like a challenge, and I was determined to conquer them all.
Hey there, little snail. Need a ride? The voice was cheerful and friendly, and I looked around to see who it was. To my surprise, it was a tadpole, swimming gracefully in the water. She had a kind smile and seemed eager to help.
Next, I met a friendly tadpole. She gave me a ride on her back. It was an unexpected but delightful offer. I climbed onto her smooth back, and we started our journey together. The water felt cool and refreshing as we moved. I called it my snail taxi. We zipped around the pond. We had a splashing good time. The tadpole was fast, and I held on tight as we darted through the water. We passed by other creatures, and I waved at them, feeling like a VIP on a special tour.
Hi, Zippy. Want a lift? The voice was tiny but enthusiastic. I turned to see a bright red ladybug with black spots fluttering her wings.
Then, I met a ladybug. The ladybug offered me a ride on her back. She was so colorful and lively. I climbed onto her back and she took off into the air. It was my first time flying and it felt exhilarating. I called it the Beetle Express. We flew through a field of flowers. It was a beautiful sight. The flowers were in full bloom and their colors were vibrant. We weaved through the petals and I could smell the sweet fragrance of the flowers. It was like flying through a rainbow.
Going up? Hop on! The voice was energetic and full of excitement. I looked up to see a squirrel, ready to climb a tall tree.
Finally, I met a squirrel. The squirrel was going to the top of a tall tree. He let me ride on his back. I held on as he started to climb. The tree was tall and the climb was thrilling. I could feel the rough bark under my tiny feet. I called it the Squirrel Uber. The view from the top was breathtaking. I could see the entire forest from up there. The leaves rustled in the wind and the sun shone brightly. It was the perfect end to my adventurous day.
Zippy's day was filled with new friends and thrilling adventures. Each ride was a new chapter in his exciting journey. From the leaf boat odyssey to the snail taxi, the beetle express and the squirrel Uber, every moment was unforgettable. Zippy realized that the world was full of wonders and he couldn't wait for his next adventure.
After my amazing adventure, I knew it was time to go home. The squirrel helped me get back to Mossy Meadow. I was tired but happy. I had seen so much. I had done so much. I was a new snail.
Take care, Zippy. Safe travels.
I couldn't wait to tell Sheldon all about it.
Zippy, you're back. I was so worried. Tell me everything.
Sheldon was relieved to see I was safe. He listened in amazement as I shared my story.
Zippy's return was filled with joy and excitement as he recounted his incredible journey to his best friend. Zippy's story spread through Mossy Meadow. Soon, all the other snails knew about Zippy's adventure. Zippy became a legend.
I showed everyone that even a small snail could have big dreams. I showed them that it's okay to be different. I showed them that it's important to follow your dreams.
Zippy's adventure taught him many things, but most importantly it taught him about bravery, friendship, and the importance of following your heart. And that's a lesson worth sharing.